Welcome to Forex, and here we're looking at the euro on a 1 hour chart, and the US dollar has broken through the 80.50 support, and this market has moved higher. Now there's two counts here that we need to be made aware of, and from the low here, this move up here is impulsive in 5 waves. So after an impulse wave, then we'll get another impulse wave. But that's as far as we can use the Elliott 4 in this short-term view here. So the move up here can be wave 1, or it can be an A wave. The move back through here in 3 can be wave 2 or wave B. So as an A and a B and a C correction up here, the market can fail from here and then work lower through here. If we're looking at a positive market, then we need to look at this as 1 and 2 and 3, and pulling back to 4 here to the 4th wave of 1 lesser degree just in here, or the 38.2 retracement level of this wave 3 up here, which comes back in quite close to the 136 here anyway. So what we need to do now is we need to work out, is this move down through here, is it corrective as a wave 4 and then seeing a wave 5 up through here? So understanding it, if it is corrective and working that out, then we know that we'll make new highs above here as a wave 5 up through to here. If this becomes an impulsive wave in terms of 5 waves down, then we know that this will be a wave C up here. So it all depends on what we can figure out here. Of course, there's other ways to do this as well. If this market moves down, say through to the 135.72 area here, then it's moved too far down for wave 4, and then it's likely to be an A and a B and a C as a corrective rally, and then coming down to the 135.72 area, perhaps as resistance, would see new lows being made here at that time. Of course, it needs to work lower, and there is plenty of support here, so there's going to be bouncing over here if that's going to be the case. So we're really focused in this little area through here. So if we can just drill into that for a moment. Now currently I've got it down as an A wave and a B wave and a C wave. And that can finish, at the 136 or a bit lower here to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So, yeah, look, I think that in terms of it being positive, then you can go long on, if you don't understand the count at the time, but 136.20 as a support, and adding on 136.30 as a support here as well, and then making new highs above here. So that would be the long trade to the upside in using Elliott in a reasonably safe manner. The other point too is that if the market does trade below the 136, and it's likely it can do that, if it does trade down here somewhere like this, and then it finds the 136 as a nice tested support here and makes new highs here, then you can go long from this point here. But allow it to, don't rush into this, because it might get rejected here, and then it can get a failed retest here and then work lower from this area through here. So you need to allow this to play out and find support or resistance through here. So yeah, look, just watch this when the volume starts to flow back in, especially in the European session, of course. The Australian market, last time we spoke, we missed the video for yesterday, but we're looking for a correction at the 94 on the sort of arrival here, and we've got the A, the B, and the C through to here. So it's likely that this is an impulse wave to the upside, and now we're looking for, now that this correction's finished, we're looking for this move up here to be corrected in some type of A, B, and C that can pull back into this area, or even 50-60% of this move up through here. But I think the group 2 here is the first set of supports here. Normally the first swings occur from group 2 into group 1 here, group 1 being 10, 20, and 30. So those swings are unfolding now. But look, once this correction is finished, and if it does move down lower through here, and then find support back up on the 94, then the Elliott count we have will take us to 95 for being further up through here. So we'd be able to look at this as wave 1, back for wave 2, and then up for wave 3. So basically buying new highs above this reference point or this one here, or understanding the corrective pattern that's unfolding in there somewhat as well. So it's also a little bit like the euro, isn't it? So yeah, look, support back on the 94.10 would be nice. You know, you don't want to buy under this whole number here, even though your opinion may be that it will move up through that. It's always better to be on the right side of the closest largest number. It just makes your bets a little safer, and over the long run, you'll just gather that little tip or trick as a little edge to beef up your larger edge. So look, so far down, this is 5 waves to here. So an A and a B, and that's probably the low there, but wait for support here to confirm and add through these positions through here, and then either take money at the midpoint, the 50, or wait for that to become support and look to add again on top of that. The Euro Australian, we were looking for pretty much on track here. Still looking at this as a wave 4 to this area through here, and it's all fitting so far in terms of an A and a B and 5 waves for the C wave here, and we've seen the sharp drop off what we expected here, and this move up through here, it looks a bit corrective. It looks like it's struggling, doesn't it? I mean, it's sharp here, struggling here. So it's retesting supply, and the supply would be moving down from this high down into the natural whole number of 145. So that's going to be the resistance, and it can fail from here and move down further from here. If it finds support on the 145, then I've got this count wrong through here as an A and a B and a C, and we would need to look at this as being up for 1, back for 2, up for 3, and back for 4 to this point, and looking for wave 5 to make a new high there. And if we get 5 waves up through here, like making a new high here, up in here somewhere, this whole 5 waves will get an A and a B and a C correction, and then we'll get another large 5 waves up, taking us up to probably 48 or something like that. So essentially a retest of 150 up there. So it is important what happens here next. So let's just allow this session to reveal itself, and then we can pick up the thread from that point there. But you see any weakness in this area through here, then you can look to short this down to the 144 for a bounce at that point. Right, the yen crosses, the 2 yen crosses, the pound yen and the euro yen, and looking at the pound yen first here. Now, I was looking at this, and still am looking at this here as an impulse wave and back for wave B or whatever, and then 5 waves up through to here. The 5 waves up through to here I counted as 1 here and 2 here, nice strong 3rd wave here, and I've just assumed that this is the 4th wave here and the 5th wave here, and this comes in at 173.67, and this market has just made a high now of that there as well. I think 1 point above it there. So so I'm a little bit, I need to do some work on this to find out where I've made my error, and it's probably something like this here. And all of this would be sort of wave 1, 2 into here, the 3rd wave here, the 4th and the 5th wave here, be something like that. But even this little move here, what we need to do with that now is we need to look at this as being wave 1 here, wave 2 here, wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and wave 5 up through to here. The other point with forgetting Elliott at the moment and just looking at the trading levels, having support on 173 here, which is just the 3 number, and the top and 3 is always group 1. So having support on group 1 here, it sets the target to the next level. The next level is 175. So that's what we'd be looking for to the upside here. So even though I've recounted this like this here, adjusted the wave count, I may have it wrong as well. I may have had it right in the first place, but just not received the corrective pattern that I was actually looking for, because I was looking for something a bit deeper in here to counteract this here. So this can just be the next 5 waves to here, then the ABCs in this sharp one here, and then we just build up for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So the support on top of group 1 is always significant, and I think we need to keep that, play that in mind as well. It's just nice to have the Elliott count and the levels telling the same story, that's all. The Euro Yen. Now, we're still unsure about the Euro rally, as we mentioned in the first chart there. If we can confirm 5 waves up, well, then it makes these markets here a bit stronger as well. So, you know, we've been looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, looking at this as being the potential low through here, and it does appear that we're, you know, this is moving in the right direction, and it's all sort of, all the indicators are sort of, you know, tagging along. What we need here is a nice little impulse wave, which should take us to close to the 139 area through here. So if I look at this here being the low here, that being the low there, I can see that we've got 5 waves here. So we've got basically got 1, 2, I think that's part of that one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to here, and this is, so we've got, and we noted that before, and having 5 waves here. So this makes this basically all of wave 1, 2 to here, wave 3 to here, wave 4 to here, and wave 5 up to this point here, or possibly another little move up here, because this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. But I think we may have it in here, and if that's the case, after 5 waves, then we get the corrective move here, which should take out this trend line through here and move back, you know, the sort of 50-60% retracement levels. I've got that upside down. I just normally sort of make a bit of a guess at that, but I know I haven't, that's fine. So in this sort of area through here, but we know that this here was the 138 here. We know that that was the resistance through here, and then it's become support here. So it's going to have a lot of, you know, credibility if this moves back down through here. But in a bit of a nutshell, we've made our 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to here, or up into here, and then we'll get the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave. We need to see some type of correction before we start buying again, okay? So that's the main point. If you bought now, well, then we'd only get to 39, and then we'd get the correction. Otherwise, this A, B, and C is starting now. So I suggest that we just, you know, just sort of chill out on this. There will be support on here. We could get this other move up from this point here. But it's somewhere we want this trend to be corrected, and then we can look at being in a longer position at that point there. So it's just a matter of getting the timing right. You know, the daily stochastics are kicking in and giving us a buy signal, so you could buy, but you'd still need to keep the stop well below the 61.8 retracement level here. So it's accommodating unnecessary risk at this point for this market. Alrighty, thanks for listening.